Hey guys, Higgy Pop here, in the comic room, in a rainy day. It's a rainy day out here in Connecticut. So, let's hang out, man. That's where you belong in a rainy day. In the comic room. Come on, you know that. Alright. Let's hang out. The comic rooms, it's crazy. Last night, I went AWOL. I said, I started reorganizing my boxes, my long boxes, and I wouldn't stop. I just was addicted. I kept on compacting them and rearranging and trying to make room, and I was going on and on and on. My wife was like, "Hey, down there." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Do you ever eat anything?" I was like, "Leave me, go on, leave me alone." The women. Anyway. Yeah, so it's crazy, but the comics are looking good. They're in good shape. Better than when I was a kid, back in the day, living in my parents' house. Everything. All my comics smelled like smoke because they smoked like 100 packs a day, both my mom and dad. Nothing was safe. The comic couldn't lay anywhere. There would be a coffee mug with a big coffee ring on my comic book. I'd be like, "Oh." I'd say, "Oh, over here." Anyways, I did go to the comic book store today, real quick. All right, and guys, thanks for joining me. By the way, this is great. I read this. I picked this up on my weekly poll, and see how smart I am. Anyways, it wasn't that good this week, whatever it comes out. Brave and the Bold, issue number 4. Nah, it didn't have any Superman stories. I don't care. It was all right. I mean, but it wasn't like. Anyways. I went today. I picked this up because I have been following this Dark Knights of Steel, and I think this is probably the last issue. Yeah, 12 of 12. I forgot this thing was going on, but I've been collecting it, so I got to finish it up. I forgot what's been going on. I mean, I could only retain so much. I remember when I was a kid, I learned how to tie my shoes, and then all of a sudden I forgot how to count. I learned something, I have to drop something. It's crazy. So there's this. I'm going to read this. And okay, so listen. I was at DJ's Cards and Comics in North Haven. I go in there. I'm like, right, and I was like, "Hey guys," everyone's like, "Hey." I was like, "All right, settle down. I'm just here to shop, just like anyone else." Anyways, I found this because I dig deep. I dig deep into the bins, and I found Planet of the Apes, issue number 3, Adventures of the Planet of the Apes. This is from December of '75, and this is what you see. I mean, this is a human punching a gorilla in the face, and it says, "Filthy animals, you'll never take me alive. Then if we must, we'll take you in dead." That gorilla talks back. So I'm slowly whittling away. All right, Shannon, you got me hooked, man. So, Doug Mensch is the writer, and the art is by George Tuska. Yeah, man. I'm getting him little by little. And I had my list with me because I'm smart sometimes. And this Superman and Batman run from like 2007, it has like 80 issues. I pretty much have them all, but I never had issue number 38. And I was digging, like I said, I was on a mission. When I hunt. And I found issue number 38. So we're going to have to go over this someday. There's great storylines in this whole run. And I don't think I ever hear anyone really reviewing or talking about this run because I'm surprised because it was really good. And it's just a random one. That's a Scarecrow right there. And I needed it. So I'm a completist, so I completed it. And I found this little gem. All right. This is House of Mystery, issue number 158. Little Dial H for Hero. All right. This is a cool one. This is April '66. And the cover's by Jim Mooney. And the art for the first story, Dial H, is by Jim Mooney. And there's a second story by, it's got John Jones in it, Martian Manhunter. And Joe Certa does that art. And, this dial H for hero. This is Earthquake Man or Quake Man. He dialed H. He's Robbie Reed. He dialed H for hero, and he turned into Quake Man. And this guy dialed he dialed V for villain. He turned into a rock monster, and they battle it out. And yeah, man, little House of Mystery, little go-go check action. All right, man. And I completed my 3 issues that show 3D Man. I have them all now. Yeah. This is the first appearance of 3D Man. All right. You're like, hey, who's 3D Man? This is 3D Man. All right. It's this is April '77, and the cover's by Jack Kirby, man. Yeah. And John Vampertine. But the art inside is by Jim Craig. It's written by Roy Thomas. And the action-packed origin of the startling new superhero from fabulous 1950s. Yeah, because he was started in, but 3D Man is a combination of 2 brothers, all right? And one brother is, he's crippled in some way. And the other brother is, his name is Chuck. And he's a pilot for NASA. And he's up in a ship, his spaceship, and he gets zapped by a Skrull. You know, the Skrulls. But he escaped. And there was an explosion when he escaped, and the radiation from the explosion messed him up. And his brother that's handicapped, Harold, I think. He got some of the radiation on him too when he was trying to heal him back, and he's got the 2-dimensional picture of his brother in his glasses, and they combine each other and they become 3D Man. And 3D Man, I mean, he's got super strength, super speed, all that stuff. And they could also see the real image of a Skrull. You know how Skrulls, they shapeshift. They could see Skrulls. They could see them a mile away. Me, I smell them. But yeah, man. It's the composite of the 2 brothers, so it's pretty cool. And the other brother, the handicapped one, he's a scientist. Schmott. 3D Man. Ooh, and I got this. And you're going to die. I don't want you laughing at this, all right? The condition of this comic is whoa. In between minus and plus, all right? I needed this one. This was a little hole in my Superman run, and I filled it. Superman, issue number 199. Who is the fastest man alive? Read the race between Superman and the Flash. Show him up, Flash. Come on, Superman. You can beat him. That's Hawkman yelling that over there. And as you can see, it's in rough shape. It's just got a little wear. Everything's intact. All the staples, everything. It's just a little worn out, all right? This usually goes for mucho dinero. Me, I got it for $12. All right? I didn't even have to threaten nobody. All right? And, yeah. And I needed this. I always was on the hunt for this. And the other Superman comic where there's Superman and the Flash on the cover, I think it's issue number 220. They show the Flash punching, going to swing at Superman, and super speed goes zip, psych, and he hits the brick wall, the Flash. That's issue number 220. But this is the one I needed, baby. August of '67. Carmine Infantino's on the cover, and Murphy Anderson, and the art inside is by Kurt Swan. And Jim Shooter writes this. The Shooter McGavin. Yes. All right. Very happy to have it. Very. And I picked this up. This is, by the way, next week, Tuesday, I'm leaving on vacation. I'll be gone for 6 or 7 days. I don't know. I'm going to Cape Cod. Me and the missus. All right? We'll see what happens. Anyways, I bought this for some reading. All right, my friend Sophia told me to start getting into Nightwing, and I am. This is one of the latest ones by Tom Taylor. Can't go wrong, Tom Taylor. This is Leaping into the Light. This is a trade issue number Does it have a number? I like numbers, if you don't mind. Anyways, Nightwing, leaping into the night. All right, right? We got some action-packed situations here. Oh, I'm going to show you a picture. Hold on. Hang tight. Where is it? I mean, there is some nice stuff going on here, but there's one in particular. One in particular. Let me find it. I thought it was cool. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's not here. I can't find it. Anyways, oh, there's Superman. I just saw Superman. No, it's not in here. Anyways, there's Superman. Can't beat that. And we got some other good art. Let me show you some art. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. Look at that stuff. Right? Anyways, I'm going to read this on vacation. I will give you an update. And I had some long, riveting chats with the comic book artist Rob Brown today. And we were discussing Iron Fist. And he's trying to make claims on my woman, Red Sonja. I was like, whoa. Get your own barbarian chick, Rob. Rob, mow your own lawn, freak. Anyways, he was telling me about how he did, he remastered miniseries, Iron Fist miniseries in 1996. And they showed me some art, man. He is stellar. What an artist. Anyways, he was super freaking out back in the day when he was a kid over Marvel Team Up, issue number 63 and 64, where the Steel Serpent, he took away Iron Fist's chi for the Iron Fist. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I came home and I was like, I wonder if I have it. I only have 63, but it's great. He's right, man. It's great. And Night of the Dragon, man. And he absorbs Iron Fist's chi. They're fighting. They're having a drag-out fight. They're like, hooah, wah, yeah. And then Steel Serpent, like, gets him in an armbar, and he, like, bumps chest with him, and he rips the chi out of Iron Fist's chest. Oh, yeah, man. So, but he tells me he's a huge John Byrne fan, this Rob Brown character. Dude, good choice. I hear Rob Brown, the first thing that came to mind was Generations by DC Comics. Rob Brown just made a whole giant series. I have all the issues and everything for Generations. We should go over it someday. And Superman, obviously. I think of when I hear John Byrne. But he did a lot of stuff. Alpha Flight, all sorts of stuff, this guy. You know it. He's got a major list. So you could pick from anything. But I look at that. It's a great read. I had to read it. Rob was bragging about it so much I had to read it. Anyways, he's a great artist, a great friend, good dude. There you go, man. There you go, Rob. Speaking of remastered. But before we get to that, look at this. I remember I found this probably like 3 weeks ago, just in like a haul I got. Patchwork Man. This is House of Secrets. And I'm like, how do I know Patchwork Man? I said, I've seen this character before. And he's from Swamp Thing, issue number 3. And that's Patchwork Man right there. And this is not issue number 3 of Swamp Thing. This is like a Swamp Thing saga. And they put in Swamp Thing number 3 and 4 in this right here. And Bernie Wrightson art is just fantastic. So that's Patchwork Man. I just figured I'd show you that because it was bothering me. All right. So, this is what we're going to do. TOR. I'm going to show you some Joe Kubert fun. All right. This is the TOR series, DC Comics, and June of '75. And Joe Kubert, they just let him loose. He did it all on this. He wrote it, drew it, inked it, and he put it out there, man. I love Joe Kubert. I just love his story. I love his art. I love his story. He started working as an artist when he was like 13 years old. He was always a doodler. And this one's called The Beating. All right? And Tor is like a, if you spell Tor backwards, it's rot. Anyways, Tor is a young lad in his little village. He's from the water tribe. They like to go fishing and all that stuff. And this kid from the mountain tribe, another young kid, is like, his name was Kobar. And he confronts Tor and he lays a whooping on him. He clubs him over the head. Like, dude, how about a high five, Anyways, so Tor's dad's like, listen, you got to defend yourself. And he teaches him, like, this is what you got to do. You got to get yourself a nice club. Make a nice axe head. You got to defend yourself. Anyways, Tor meets up with Kobar one more time, and Kobar is giving him crap. And all of a sudden, Kobar goes into the water. He gets attacked by, like, a gator or something. And then so Tor jumps in and saves him. And then the Kobar, he can't even swim. So Tor saves him. And Kobar is like, all right, we're even, So it's like that, like little Neanderthal lessons they teach you. It's like after school special for, cavemen. But this is a great series. I love it. Issue number 1. Issue number 2. Yeah. This is August of 75. And, he saves a monkey called Chi-Chi. Yeah, he does. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. There's a lot of tribes banish him because they don't like Tor, so he's always on his own. And he saves these people all the time. People are getting attacked all the time, and he's always saving them instead of killing them. And Tor is banished from this tribe again because people just don't like Tor. So he's a wanderer. He's a loner. He's a lone wolf. Issue number 2. Classic. Issue number 3. Tor, the Isle of Fire. All right. Tor. In the world of 1,000,000 years ago, Tor. And he is goes to the Isle of Fire, and he's attacked by a squid. All right, and he defeats the squid, and then he meets these. They're called firemen. Not from the fire department. These are just firemen. They're a clan, and he saves 2 slaves, a woman and a kid, and an old man. And then they firemen capture him, and Tor throws one of the guys into the fire pit. He dies, and Tor, he leaves with the girl, and he saves that baby. There's everyone. They do a lot of child sacrificing everywhere he goes. He's always saving kids, saving little monkeys. Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi's his buddy. Hangs out with Chi-Chi. Issue number 4. Classic. And Black Valley, December of 75. And he joins up. He finds another tribe. Him and his girl there, and they bump into like Amazons. Like they bump into a whole tribe full of women, and they don't like him one bit. And they tie him up. They hit him over the head. They tie him up and leave him for like a saber-toothed tiger. And there's a second story in here called Killer Man. And Tor meets a caveman that is crippled. And he's going crazy. He's crippled, so this caveman's running around going, I'm going to cripple you. He's always breaking, he's trying to hurt people. He's breaking things, and Tor has to set him straight. Tor's out there teaching lessons. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. Someone's got to be civilized. Issue number 5. Tor. Yes. The giant one. All right. He meets this clan, right? And there's the leader of the clan. His name is Broken Nose. And this guy's a bully. And you know what? Broken Nose gets beat up by Tor. Yeah. And everyone's afraid of the giant. There's a giant. All right. It reminds me of David and Goliath because Tor he handles them. And there's a second story. There's a lot of second stories, and there's a lot of them are called Danny Dreams. It's about a young kid that dreams he's in like he's at the caveman times, dinosaurs, and he's running around. It's all Joe Kubert stuff. It's cool. And the giant one. And yeah, there's cool art in here, man. Let me show you. There's Chi-Chi on his shoulder there. Chi-Chi. And look at this. Come on. Look at that foreshadowing. Look at this guy, right? There he is. That's Broken Nose. You remember this guy? A $6 million man. Love those ads, man. Love them. Oh yeah, Blackhawks. Oh baby. Yes. DC Super Special. Oh yes. You know what I miss? I miss all this stuff from back in the day. Check this out. There's a comic, I'll tell you. I want it real bad. You remember this, right? Remember this? I have the ad cut out. This is a Superman versus Muhammad Ali. Classic Neil Adams. Oh, I would love to have this. The most spectacular superhero battle of all. Superman versus Muhammad Ali. He's got all the celebrities. He drew all the celebrities into the crowd. Neil Adams. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now, we have the last issue of TOR. Issue number 6. Watch out for that snapping turtle, TOR. Right. April 76. TOR and Chi-Chi are captives of the Cave Clan. They're always getting captives, And a T-Rex attacks everyone. And TOR gets loose and he throws his axe up at a stalactite and it causes a cave-in and it crashes down and he runs out of there. And then there's a giant wildfire. It's out of control, right? And all the dinosaurs are stampeding. And so TOR jumps on this stampeding turtle. And the turtle, he just rides the turtle into the water and he's safe, all right? Everything's burning. And that's it, man. TOR's a survivor. He's a survivor. Yeah. Yes, he is. He is a survivor. And we're gonna look at this. Speaking of remastered Rob Brown, Joe Kubert came out again in 2008. This came out. This whole series on TOR. And it's all Joe Kubert again, man. He does a great job. Spectacular stuff. And you're going to come along the same lines of stories. This is July of 2008. And it starts off, TOR is wandering, and he's bloody. He's all beat up. And he got beat out of his own tribe. They just beat him up. And he's a full-grown adult, and he's all beat up. And he's like, I don't care. Life is good. He goes, they're just bruises and broken bones, and he's just walking along. And there's this little furry kid. It's not Chi-Chi or nothing. It's a kid, and he's tied up, getting sacrificed. So he saves him. And the tribe that tied him up is not happy with it. And so, he's got to deal with that. He doesn't like it. He's making enemies everywhere he goes. But then he wins him over. Yep, that's his footprints going all the way down the beach. There's blood in the footprints. That's TOR. He's all beat up. He's like, whoa, what a night, man. What a night. And, but he's rubbing dirt on it. Just rub dirt on it. That's what you do, all right? He's all better. He's eating some lizards. Yes. And, good stuff. There's a little kid tied up. An alligator's attacking him. And he just thrashes the alligator. He's like, not on my watch. And so that tribe that was mad at him, they're sacrificing him to this guy with 4 arms, right? And Tor's like, "Oh my god!" And look at the pitch. Look at the ads. This is the best. I mean, what a great story that was. Captain Comet, are you kidding me? Ranthana guy, Holy War, the best. We gotta go over that someday. I mean, there's something. We got Hawkman, obviously. It's just Adam Strange. I just can't get enough. Oh man. So, look at this. 2008 was going on, man. So, anyways, that's TOR issue number 1. Issue number 2. So TOR, he hits that guy with the 4 arms. He just throws a rock at him, hits him in the head, and the guy starts crying and runs into the woods. He's like, "That was easy." And so now he finds a deer carcass, right? Him and the little kid's with him, and then they get attacked by a saber-toothed tiger, and TOR ends up killing the tiger, but TOR's all beat up. He's unconscious. And the guy with the 4 arms comes out and picks him up, and the little kid follows him, and the guy with the 4 arms is taking care of him. He made a friend. Issue number 3, Underworld. And he's restored to health, and the guy with the 4 arms brings him back to this woman, and she's all painted black and everything. She's kind of freaky looking. She doesn't wear a top. Her chi-chis are flying out, and but they're friends. Everyone's friends, right? And but they get attacked by a tribe of giant people. And issue number 4, The Reckoning. Yes. The lady that's all painted black, her whole village gets attacked, like I said, and yeah, they kill that guy with the 4 arms. He's dead. He didn't make it, man. And they tie up everyone. Everyone's all tied up. They're all prisoners. Issue number 5, The Sacrifice. Yes. And now they're all tied up and they're prisoners. They're going to get eaten by this dinosaur. So they got to find a way to escape. And here we go. Issue number 6, the final issue. Trapped. And they get out, right? And they meet. They're up in the snowy peaks of the mountains, and they meet like these abominable snowmen, and they got to fight them. It's great though. It's great art in this. Joe Kubert, right till the end. This is December of 2008, and look at this, man. Huh? That's that chick I was telling you about. She doesn't believe in shirts. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's great action, man. I mean, great stuff. He's out there in the middle of the night looking at the constellations, the stars. He's like, And, yeah, they meet these abominable snowmen. And he's got to fight everyone. He's always fighting. He's always got to fight. He's always scrapping. And they win, obviously. She finally put a shirt on because it must have been really cold. Look at it. Sergeant Rock. Yar. There you go, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yes. What else can I show you here? Yeah. Hold on. I got an idea.
And the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, Conan, destined to bear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. It is I, his chronicler, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enough. Thank you. Let's go over some Conan really quick because it's been one of those days where it reminds me of Samaria. Check this out, guys. I want to show you some Savage Sword. Oh, you know what? Since Rob Brown thinks he could take Red Sonja, let's look at this real quick. All right? This is Red Sonja's debut in Marvel Comics. This is not the Red Sonja normal run, which comes on after this. This is Marvel Feature Red Sonja. This was a 7-issue run. All right? This is Red Sonja, the She-Devil with a Sword, issue number 1. First issue. New from creator of Conan. Back, you hordes of hell, back, or Red Sonja slays. Yes. This is November of 75. Roy Thomas and Dick Giordano. Rob. Issue number 2, Marvel Feature, Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword. Boom. January of 76. And Bruce Jones is doing the writing. And for the rest of the art in this run, it's by Frank Thorne. All right. He's known for Red Sonja art. Frank Thorne. Issue number 3. Yes. Balak, the behemoth lives, and so Red Sonja dies. All right. Frank Thorne was born in 1930, and he died in 2020. He was 90 years old. All right. And he was mostly known for Red Sonja, but he worked for Dell Comics, and he did Green Hornet, Flash Gordon. He did all sorts of stuff. He did Jungle Jim. He did all sorts of good, fun stuff. He actually did Tomahawk and Enemy Ace for DC a little bit. And there you go, man. Frank Thorne art. And Sonja! I think she went to the hairdresser. Barbarian hairdresser. I mean, look at those locks. She's beautiful. Huh. I got 2 copies of 3. Issue number 4. Marvel Feature, Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword. Whatever the battleground, whatever the foe, I shall never falter, so swears Red Sonja. Yeah. The makeup is perfect. And May of 76. Great cover, man. I see a lot of skeletons down there. Something bad happened. Issue number 5. Bear God. I am the Bear God. I am free. Yeah, man. Issue number 6. Back, you minions of hell, or else you face the deadly blade of the warrior born. Beware the sons of the serpent god. Roy Thomas back on writing. Awesome cover, man. Awesome. And here's the last issue of this run. And it has me, Conan. Me and Conan. I like the way you smell, Sonja. I like the way you swing your sword. And November of 76. Frank Thorne on the art. That's great. That's great. And then it kicks over to Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword, not Marvel Feature. And that goes up to issue number 1 through 15. And I got him. We'll save it. We'll save it. Let's get back to the man, Conan. I just, instead of just looking at the normal run, I just want to look at some Savage Sword. I am on the hunt for Savage Sword issue number 1. But I got issue number 2, and it has a King Cole backup story. These were the best covers. This is a Neil Adams right here, baby. Neil Adams on the cover. Black Colossus, classic story. Classic Conan story. Yes. Look at that, huh? And the, let's see. Let's see. Neil Adams is on the cover. Chronicles, Lynn Carter. Boom. Gil Kane. Look at it. Look at just the inking, man. Isn't that sick? I love it. I love it, man. Look at these pages. Rob Brown could do this. I've seen it. Hordes of the Veiled One. I see a hiney. All bright and shiny. Yeah, man, this is great stuff. And oh no, my headband blew off. Oh, check this out. Oh yeah, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh, getting unruly with the wig. Ah. All right, I'm back. Here's issue number 3. Savage Sword of Conan. Awesome cover, man. Demons of the Summit. And an extra King Cole story. Boom. Nice. These stories are, I mean, if you ever just want, you got a 98% chance you pick up a Savage Sword of Conan, you're going to read a great story from beginning to end. And the cover's by Mike Kaluta. Mike Kaluta. Yeah, man. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, there's a good one I want to show you. This is a standout. I have a couple copies of this. Every time I find it, I pick it up. Because this is a Savage Sword that is in color. It's a wraparound cover. Right? And you're like, Savage Sword, you know, black and white. Negative. Negatory, good buddy. First of all, it starts off with a map of Hyboria. Always carry a map of Hyboria with me. And look, dude. Color. Conan's getting his drink on at the local tavern. I mean, this thing is popping. And it's a Savage Sword that's in color, so it reminds me of the graphic novels. I think I have every Conan graphic novel out there. I mean, that'll be a video in and of itself, telling a story of one of the graphic novels, and they're so much fun, man. And look at this. Come on, isn't that great? That's right. Conan's captive by these pirates, and he's showing them where a treasure is. They found out he knows where a treasure is, and he just snaps. He's like, all right, I gotta take these off real quick. And they're getting ambushed by tribesmen, and he's saving himself, but he ends up saving the captain that's been treating him like crap the whole time. We got some night footage. Just classic stuff, man. And Conan loves the jungle at night. He's like, that's his home. He digs it. Everyone else is bugging out. This guy must have ate some mushrooms in the jungle. Look at this, man, huh? I love it. If you ever see this, this is Marvel Comics Super Special, Savage Sword of Conan, all new and full color. It says number 2 right here. And I don't know. I've been on the search for other ones that are in color, but I don't see them. I think this is the only one. I think. And if I ever have any questions about Conan, I hit the Complete Chronicles of Conan. It's just light reading, all right? And, you know, I'm like, what was Conan's favorite color? And then, of course, we have maps. And it's got all of Robert E. Howard's Conan stories in here. And it is thick. It's a thick one. And I read it. And it made me smart. Look at that. I gotta get a helmet. Alright. Alright guys, I gotta head out, man. Thanks for hanging out. Read your comics, they make you smart.